Okay, so here we go, 12 noon on day 3, possibly the penultimate day of this cricket series, which has exceeded all expectations and every yardstick that you can, or every parameter in which you can gauge or judge. I think the only series that you can compare in recent times will be that amazing Gabba test match and that series of Australia. But there is a caveat, that was a 4-test series, this is a 5-er. And every test match has had its twists and turns, tales which are hidden within sessions and mini sessions. It has been an absolutely stellar series to cover. And it's not over
It has
yet.
been. I'm not ready for it to be over. Every single day I'm counting down the day, and every single morning I'm like, this is the last day 1 of this series. This is the last day 2 of this series. This is the last day 3 of this series.
But you will remember this for a long time.
I remembered Australia as well. It is something that is ingrained in my memory.
That was your first, but in terms of quality of cricket.
True. No, that was ingrained in my memory because it was bad. It was bad for India. This one is a turnaround from what I had seen in the span of 6 months. What happened for Indian Test cricket is something I will, always now talk about. And when I look back, this will be those, defining moments for Indian Test history that we will talk about, I think, for a very long time. This could very well be the takeoff or the launch pad of Shubman Gill, the captain. Maybe, who knows, he goes on to become one of the greatest.
Absolutely. If it's
To become one of the worst. It could be.
No. If this series is 2-2, Shubman Gill has taken off. And taken off like Mike Powell, the famous long jumper.
Yeah.
He showed me the technique of how to jump.
Yeah.
And he would say, so the way you do, he would say kiss and blow. That's your stance in a long jump, and then he would say take off like an aeroplane. So
That's what will happen.
So when you jump out, so in a long jump, he would say when you jump, don't look down, take off like an aeroplane. That's what Shubman Gill's captaincy career would take off like an aeroplane.
Absolutely.
if this happens. Because tomorrow when we do our 12 p.m, we will possibly be reviewing.
Yeah.
So let's celebrate the unlikely heroes of this.
You're saying a day 3 end to the test match?
No. I'm saying we would have an idea.
Good idea of
where
who
it's
is,
headed,
absolutely.
who's in control. Who's in control, what's happening, etc., etc. So let's talk about the unlikely heroes. Let's take 5, 6 of them. You do 6 and from 6 down to 1. The unlikely heroes that we will celebrate in this.
Up to 1.
Yeah, 6 up to 1. Yeah, correct.
Number 6.
Just take a little bit this side, Rajav.
Okay, let's start with Edgbaston, because that is where things turned around for India, right? So if I were to say number 6, it would be Akash Deep on his debut.
Not debut.
No, not debut. Sorry,
debut.
Akash Deep
in Edgbaston.
In Edgbaston.
थोड़ा सा डिटेल में बोलिए.
जब आकाश दीप आए, first of all, the fact that you had no Jasprit Bumrah, you had lost badly at Leeds, and you had no business. Oh, those wrapped mints come out, but you had no business losing that game. The amount of catches you dropped, the amount of dropped shoulders, indisciplined bowling, everything combined, the context to that second test match was pretty tense. I think it was a pretty tense lead up to Edgbaston, and the fact that Edgbaston has been a fortress. You've never ever won there. So the stakes were up there. And then the fact that you don't have a Jasprit Bumrah anymore, you don't have your premier bowler. In the last game, no one except Jasprit Bumrah had any impact or penetration whatsoever. What will happen to India now? We thought this is over. Social media had gone berserk. End of Gautam Gambhir, end of Shubman Gill. You've picked Shubman Gill based off of potential. That's so much going around. Akash Deep comes in. And the rest of the bowlers too. Of course, Mohammad Siraj. How can you discount him?
No. You were talking about Akash Deep here. And you are absolutely
Deep
right in saying.
Swings the ball both ways. He's absolutely bowling like a dream. Gets 10 wickets in the context where you thought nothing would ever go right for India. At Edgbaston, oh my goodness.
Yes, so to add to that, and by the way, I entirely agree. The one spell that I will talk about, or the one over that I will talk about, did not fetch a wicket. It did not get Akash Deep a wicket.
Was that the one where he travelled Joe Root?
Jamie Smith.
Jamie Smith.
Jamie Smith was England's batter of the series till then. 100 in Leeds, smashing all over the park. In Edgbaston also had taken the game. He was counter-attacking and counter-punching. Akash Deep cut Jamie Smith into half. Ball came in from nowhere. It was not a wicket like the oval that was giving assistance. And you could sense this man is bowling like a dream, like a man possessed. So that 1 over to Jamie Smith, I endorse Gargi's choice of number 6 for us. In the number 6 position of unlikely heroes in this 2025 series of England is Akash Deep, number 5.
Oh, you take number 5.
Okay,
One by one.
Okay,
Yeah.
So number 5, and there are many superstars in this team.
Okay.
But my favorite is that man. The leader of that bowling pack will be at number 5. In fact, can I change it? He'll be higher.
Yes, he'll be higher. That's what I was thinking.
So at number 5 is the unlikely hero from Manchester.
Oh,
if anyone would have come and told me that a Ravindra Jadeja would have got 100, I would have said yes, taken. Anyone would have said Shubman Gill, I would have said taken. Anyone would have said KL Rahul, I would have said taken. Somebody would come and tell me that a Washington Sundar will get 100 and save a Manchester Test match for India on day 5. Negate the new ball, come in at number 5. I would have said, boss, what are you smoking? And that's what we saw. Washington Sundar, of all people, comes out at number 5. Faces Jofra Archer, faces Bryden Carse, Ben Stokes, and goes out and saves that test match for India. And not just with the bat. Think Lords. Yes, India did not win Lords. It was that same man, Washington Sundar, with his 4-wicket haul, who set it up. So this series, much like Gabba, much like Australia, has seen the evolution of Washington Sundar. And that is why I will say, in our list of unlikely heroes, number 6 was Akash Deep. For me, number 5 has to be Washington Sundar.
Number 4, and I think he deserves it once again. It's Washington Sundar, but with the ball.
Okay, yeah. Okay, but मैंने बॉल लॉर्ड्स में बोला लॉर्ड्स में बोला आप दूसरा किसी को
ढूंढना पड़ेगा but this would go below Washington and Akash.
Doesn't matter.
So I think Nitish Kumar Reddy at Lords, क्योंकि आपका वो जो position था all-rounder वाला, because you had already tried a Shardul Thakur there, it did not yield you results. Shardul Thakur bowled 6 overs in that Leeds test match. After that, because there were, और उस time पे combination भी इतना ऊपर नीचे हो रहा था. Only in the final 2 test matches did you find your winning combination. So with that context, Nitish Kumar Reddy, that 13th over, I think we should remember.
Set up Lords.
That's set up Lords. Getting Ben Duckett, getting Zach Crawley, both the openers, there was nothing happening for India at that point, and they both looked very. No, I think Zach Crawley was struggling a little bit at that point.
I mean, he was trying to hit, but that ball to Zach Crawley was a peach, absolute peach.
नहीं, उसके पहले बोल रही हूँ, Nitish Kumar Reddy के पहले.
He was trying to hit his way out.
Yes, but anyway, that was an impactful over. That changed things for India at Lords, and India should have gone and won that game, but that over brought them real close.
I entirely agree, but what she did not mention about Nitish Kumar Reddy is his innings. India in the first innings at Lords. That contribution of Nitish Kumar Reddy is what set up India's 387. Because at that point in time, Ravindra Jadeja needed support. Nitish Kumar Reddy offered that support, and it was a 50-run stand. That 50-run stand was gold. Thereafter, there was another 50-run stand with Washington Sundar, and that's what set the game up. So Nitish Kumar Reddy, not just with the ball, but also with the bat, was stellar and absolutely stellar. So Nitish Kumar Reddy at Lords, make no mistake, had huge impact. So he is our unlikely heroes, number 4. Akash Deep, Washington Sundar, Nitish Kumar Reddy. Number 3 for me. All of us felt he was good. None of us felt he was that good. Ravindra Jadeja with the bat. Ravindra Jadeja with the bat has always been. Look, people talk about Ben Stokes. People talk about all-rounders in the world. Ravindra Jadeja with an average of 38 with the bat, and with the ball an average of 25. Does Ravindra Jadeja get enough credit? Maybe not. Ravindra Jadeja's 100 was as important in Manchester in saving that game for India as much as Washington Sundar. In Lords, the way Ravindra Jadeja fought and took the game deep, backing with the tail, farming the strike, pushing England, almost taking India home with the bat. I think Ravindra Jadeja in this series has been magical with the bat.
You know what? There is an unlikely hero that is very unlikely to have been in this list. But I will say it nonetheless. You might troll me or whatever. But the thing, I did not expect this good of a performance from him. I don't think even his fans expected that. I don't think the Indian cricket fraternity expected for him to exceed expectations. And it is Shubman Gill.
You're right. 800
With
runs
the
or
bat.
7. You're right. You're
No
right.
one expected that to happen.
So number 2?
Yeah.
Number 2. Okay, go for it.
नहीं number 3 हुआ नहीं
नहीं, मैंने तो 3 बोल दिया जाडेजा. ये आपका number 2 है.
मेरी तो मेमोरी इतनी खराब है ना by God.
ये number 2 है. इसके बाद एक है.
अब एक पे
नंबर टू पे शुभमन गिल नहीं करते हैं. शुभमन गिल नंबर 1
पे आते हैं.
नंबर 2 पे मोहम्मद सिराज.
आई थिंक दोनों का सेम आंसर होगा which is you said it.
चलो आप मोहम्मद सिराज. If you want to describe Gill, I'll take Siraj. So the way it is, he has always flown under the radar. India's attack, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Siraj. Nobody will talk about Mohammad Siraj. आप workload management के बारे में बात कर लीजिए. आप जसप्रीत बुमराह के बारे में बात करोगे. He will play 3 tests. He will not be able to play 5. India workload management. Only bowler for India who will play 5 test matches. It is expected that the only bowler will be Mohammad Siraj. आप क्वेश्चन भी नहीं करोगे. How is it that Mohammad Siraj's workload is not a problem? No, it is expected. Mohammad Siraj will keep running in. Mohammad Siraj is expected to do it. He flies under the radar and he's all heart. He's all heart. We had done a special at 10 a.m. today and you watched that already. And he's such a gem. He will come and give you those things. मेरे बारे में ऐसे बोल रहा है.
I keep going back to that conversation over and over and over again. And if there's, again, like I said, if there's a souvenir that I want to take back from this series,
वो आपको मैं दिला दूंगा. 100% दिला.
That's all. Because that is such a reminder of the human spirit, man, strength, resilience, grit, whatever you want to say. जो कहते हैं ना हिंदी में जिगरा. Mohammad Siraj has that.
यार इस टेस्ट मैच में भी आप उसका एफर्ट बोलो.
हाँ.
इसने वो जो लंच के 8 ओवर
वो जो स्पेल था
पूरा इंटेंसिटी से डाला. He kept coming at you, coming at you worse. I mean, that guy, the effort that Mohammad Siraj puts in day in, day out, time after time.
Unreal.
So our unlikely hero, and by the way, this unlikely hero would have been 20 times higher had he pulled off that Lord's heist. That dismissal and him hunched with his head down, that Shoaib Bashir ball, and he had played a copybook defense. Just hit here.
कहाँ से धीरे
जाके लग गया यार.
Cinematic, man.
Oh boy.
And before we close the show,
but आपका number 1.
And number 1 तो शुभमन गिल है यार.
Describe करो क्यों बोल रहे हो?
I mean, look, let's go back to when the Indian captain was announced. When Shubman Gill was announced as the Indian captain, सबसे पहले यही था गौतम गंभीर favoritism, गौतम गंभीर ये वो Shubman Gill is the new poster boy, or lot of things being said about Shubman Gill, and it has nothing to do with his abilities, it has nothing to do with his potential or talent. In fact, what you're saying is that he's been made the Indian test captain only based off of potential, because he's been so far silent with his bat in Sena countries. Now, your biggest concern here is, and let's be honest, we were also a little bit, tiny bit apprehensive about Shubman Gill as a captain. 25-year-old, has not performed in Sena countries with the bat. My biggest fear was, I don't want to see another Sydney happening. I don't want to see another Rohit Sharma like captain drop himself from the team, and I don't want that drama ever again in Indian test cricket. That's not where you want test cricket to go for India. It's test cricket, come on, you can't have that. But Shubman Gill comes in, and we will say this, he's still raw as a captain. He definitely is. He's got some great support system in there in terms of Rishabh Pant and KL Rahul and the others, Ravindra Jadeja, Jasprit Bumrah when he's on the field. But then again, what he did with the bat, I think it cements his place. It gives him power in that dressing room.
It does.
Whenever he goes back, and he wants to take a call. No one can say anything because he's performed with the bat. And now all his critics, Sena country mein perform nahi kiya, run nahi aate, ye wo. What do you say to Shubman Gill now? What do you say?
Unbelievable. I mean, as a batter to score 750 runs and cross Mr. Gavaskar, hopefully he does in the second innings. He's got a golden opportunity today. Will be something special. But what's your bonus? Quickly.
Okay, bonus. It wasn't, the hero's not unlikely. The situation was unlikely. And of course, it is Rishabh Pant hobbling down the steps with a broken foot at the Old Trafford. Those 17 runs
are part of memory.
My
bonus, people will never give him credit for anything. And he will always fly under the radar. And Sitanshu Kotak.
Oh, really?
Sitanshu Kotak as a batting coach, look what he's delivered. No innings has India faltered. No innings. And the way he handled Lee Fortis. The way India has batted in this series, Sitanshu Kotak as the batting coach since his induction into that change room has made a difference. So unlikely hero, that's where we end this show. It also has to be Sitanshu Kotak. But our review awaits. Hopefully it's a great day. We will keep talking about it, talk about every player. Let's just hope the elephant will not come back to the Oval, but the result remains the same as 1971. Don't forget, the last time India played at the Oval, India won. 2021. 2025 will be the same. That's what Gargi and I hope. Thank you very much.